Please read this disclaimer carefully before proceeding further. Welcome traders and investors. Thanks for joining me here. My name is Vic. This is an analysis of gold. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, and if you enjoyed this analysis, if you find this useful, then hit the like button, and make sure you have the notifications turned on as well, because I'll be posting more of these videos and you will not miss any of these weekly analysis and other videos that I'll be posting. And if you are already a subscriber, thanks for being here with me in this analysis. So what do we have on gold? Gold has absolutely brilliant week last week, and we were expecting it to fall down because of this multi-time frame analysis that we have been following since August 2020, where we started shorting from right. So we have been shorting it from 2070 level all the way down to this level, and we have been able to find this level long time ago using our FCP technique. Now, how do we find it out? Let's just give you a little bit of background. So we have this W pattern here. Let me just change the color so that it shows better. Let's change this color. Alright, so we have this W pattern, and that means the market was expecting, like, just going over the top to a certain level, and then it was expected to fall, and that's why we were short on this. Now, over this period, we have taken several longs as well wherever required, but the bias has been mostly bearish. Now it has reached a level where it can be bullish once again. Now I know that in past I've said that around 1680 level or so I am going to look for a super bullish move on gold. That may or may not be true now. Why? Because of the momentum right now. So I'll be a little careful in taking longs from here. I want to take long because on long term I am actually bullish on gold, but I am also bullish on DXY for now, at least until it reaches near about 95 or 96 area. If you have missed that DXY analysis, go and check it out. It's already there on the YouTube, and there is a whole series of DXY analysis that I've been doing for months now. So if you want to see where we have started from and where we are, you can just watch all of them one after another. They have tons of educational value in there. So if DXY usually is inversely correlated with gold, but that may or may not be the case. In our group we have actually discussed that few times, and I've proved that DXY does not have to be negatively correlated. There have been over a long period of time, there have been cases, there have been periods where DXY and gold have both been bullish in the same direction and then bearish as well. So they may or may not be inversely correlated. So if gold starts to go upwards, that does not mean that DXY cannot go upwards. It can. It's just that the rate of change in that direction may be completely different. Maybe gold will take off at high speed, high momentum, and maybe DXY will it will be dragging its feet, but you see the direction is still the same. So now let's talk about this particular level. So around this level I am looking for a bullish move. However, that may or may not be a very bullish move which can create an all-time high. I mean, it is possible, but we'll have to go step by step. We'll have to see how the market actually creates new structures, and then we will start to assume that the market may actually go all-time high. And remember, if it needs to go to all-time high or near about this level, it will still have to go through a lot of levels which have been created in past few months. So it is not going to be that easy. It will take few months. It may take a few weeks as well, to few weeks to few months as well, before it starts to go higher. So that's one case, but I'm looking for bullish scenario here. Another point is that, let me just clean this up. Because we had this W pattern, we also have an M pattern here, which is actually showing that this can be a temporary stop, and the market may actually fall down to near about 1550 level or so. That's quite a possibility, because that's where this M pattern is going to complete, somewhere around here. Okay, so if you are expecting that around this level the market is going to go create all-time high, you have to be careful. Right, I am bullish on gold, as I said, and I'll be probably going to take long positions from here as well if I get a confirmation. If I get a confirmation based on my FCP technique, then I will go for a long, but I'll be very, very careful, because there is a possibility, there is always a bear case, right? Here that market may fall down to this area. As a trader, as I always say, we always look at both bullish and bearish sides. Always prepare yourself for both scenarios, because you can make money on both sides. You're not like, an investor. An investor can only, just trade in one direction in most of the cases. If I buy a stock or if I buy gold, physical gold, then I'm expecting market to just go higher. But as a trader, you can make money when the market is falling down as well. So why not analyze both sides and just wait for the confirmation, right? Just say, wait, okay, if I get a confirmation on the long side, then I'll go long. If I get a confirmation on the short side, I'll go short, right? So I'll be fluid in that way. Does not matter what kind of bias you have. As an investor, my bias is that the gold is going to go even higher, much higher, right? But it has been falling down. Nobody can deny that. People can lie, as I said, people can lie, blogs can lie, governments can lie, news items can lie, but charts never lie. Charts are in front of you. Can you deny that gold has been falling? No, nobody can deny that. Not even market gurus can deny that, right? And it has been falling from that level that we identified. Okay. If we talk about market gurus, they were saying, when the gold was here, they were saying that it was going to go all the way to 2500. Now I'm not saying that that cannot be true. I mean, it can go there, and I'm expecting it to go there. I'm hoping to go there as an investor. But you see, you trade what you see. I could see that there was a W pattern which was matching with my exact criteria, and that's why I'm looking for a short. And it is a good thing, because I'm also hedging my investment based on that. I'm long as an investor, I'm long on gold, but when the market is falling down, I'm losing money in that investment. So what I can do is I can trade on the short side so that I can make profit and hedge my position in investment. So as a trader, you should be doing both. A lot of people actually they think that as a trader you must have a bias. Now, bias has nothing to do with your analysis. My bias is saying that gold is going to go higher, but that does not mean that I can change the market direction. No, if I want to make money in the market, then I'll have to go with what chart is telling me, right? And preparing yourself for both sides, bullish and bearish sides, does not mean that you're a bad analyst. In fact, that's the best thing that you can do to yourself as a trader or as an analyst. You can foresee what others can't, because they are blinded by their biases. So what we can see, that market has gold can actually go higher from here, but I'll be a little careful. I will start to build the position as the market starts to go higher, because you see around this level the market can actually come back down to complete that M pattern, and that will be the last stop where gold is going to be bearish, right? Until something completely changes, and at that point in time this will only be bullish. I'll be only looking for bullish scenario. I'm also looking for bullish scenario, and I will only be looking for bullish scenario even from this level, only if I get confirmations on daily or weekly basis, not before that. Okay, so what do we have right now? If I go to the gold analysis that we have been following for a few months, I mean, for past few months we have not been actually changing this chart continuously, because these levels are still valid. So even before I actually show you that in our group, this is what I mentioned. Most of the retail traders, they are looking at each of these levels as confirmation to go long, because that's how they have been taught. They have been taught by big boys saying that you see this rejection, this has to be the bottom, this has to be the bottom, right? So when they think that this is going to go higher, and they start to build the position, as soon as they do that, market makers bring it down, close them out. They try again, close them out, try again, close them out, try again, close them out, right? So this structure right now, where we are standing on gold right now, that may still be like this or like this, right? So you have to be careful with that, and this is the game that they play, they keep on playing. So what do? You can only wait for the confirmations. You wait for exact conditions to be met on higher time frames. If you are trading on lower time frames and you're not following your methodology, if your methodology is flawed, it is not giving you enough confirmation, then you will lose consistently. So right now, as you can clearly see, that market is downtrending. So what do you expect? You do not expect market to go all the way, right? There can be period of consolidation, there can be another downward move, right? And remember what I mentioned before, this line at 1683 or 1680 can also be very important. So even if the market goes up, right, if it starts to go up, then, and if you're a short-term trader, then this is probably the level that you're looking at, near about 17-16 area or so, because on lower time frame, even on lower time frame, like there is some kind of W pattern forming. But you see, this price action is so weird, so bad, and it looks like this and it looks like this. So there is still a good possibility that it can fall down, because they are probably creating another bull trap here. So you have to be careful, and that is why I'll be waiting. I'm not going to enter in gold as of now. I will wait for a proper confirmation either on daily or weekly time frame, and then I will trade gold for swing trading. If you're a day trader, or if you're like a short-term trader, then maybe according to your strategy, this price action is good enough. For me, it is junk. It is nothing. It is completely waste of my time. And if you're a scalper, maybe you can find few patterns or few things in here and there, but I would like to stay out from this. You see, this is not good enough. Like, there are few WNM patterns which are fine, but overall this is absolutely useless. So I'll be waiting for the market to come to 1683 or 1680 level, and then I'll look for a confirmation to go upwards. However, if you're looking for a long position or anything like that, then you have to be careful, and these are the levels. So the market can come into this level here. Okay, this one is also a good one, other one is right there, third one is right there. So that's what we have, right? If you enjoyed this analysis, if you found it educational, useful, or whatever, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you put a comment at the bottom of this video, and that is going to help a YouTube algorithm to spread this video to many traders, like more traders like yourself, and they'll also benefit from it. So help us, support us in spreading the word, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good trading week next week. If you're interested in learning how to analyze the markets the way I do using Fibonacci Confluence, then head over to wikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see Core Strategy Training Program. On this page you'll be able to see the testimonials of previous students, and also look at the brochure. The brochure has a lot more information, including the course structure and the Fibonacci Confluence Training Program curriculum. This is a very extensive program in which we cover basic core Fibonacci concepts along with the advanced concepts to analyze the markets with high probability. If you're interested in joining this program, come to wikinsa.com, and under training section you'll be able to see and submit this form.